Alright, I'll go into a little more of why I chose this spot. These are secrets to finding marbles, kinda. Let's say you found a dump, but let's say you looked at an old map and found a dump to where there was 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 farmhouses on a plot of land, and they had like a community dump. You might find marbles there if a kid in one of those houses had marbles. The dumps I look for to find marbles are town dumps. There's a town that direction below me that, I don't know, from the heyday of these marbles from the early 1900s up into the 60s, had a population probably that went up into the 2000s. So a small community with a lot of families that passed through there that had kids. This is a town dump for that whole town down there. Prior to, say, 1960, there was no trash pickup. There was no trash man that came to your door. So, like, if you had trash at the end of the week or maybe at the end of the month, maybe you paid a kid a nickel. I've heard stories in this, guys that are like 70 now, pulled a wagon up the hill and brought up like a whole big load of trash for a couple families for like a quarter, instead of them driving their car up here and dumping it over the hill. That's the kind of dump this is. But most people right at the lip of the hill back their truck up in like whenever, 1920, 1930, and just push the stuff out down over the hill. That's how the Crocs got here. That's how the marbles got here. Everything in all of those decades. And it's just loaded with marbles. Think of all the kids down there that went through the town and grew up there and had marbles during those decades, that heyday of marbles. That's what we're looking for. That explains it. On my videos up to this point, I've been on dumps in 3 different towns. Boom, 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 right up the river. Every one of them, you've seen my videos, I find marbles consistently. Quite honestly, I think that over half of the good marbles that kids had got thrown away. I really think you see what I'm finding. I found them when I was a kid. Until I really delved into it on YouTube, I didn't realize how many were really in the ground. After digging here for a couple years, there's more vintage marbles I feel in the ground in nice condition that are in collections in the world, that are in circulation. And the good thing about this category, there's no competition. So I don't care if you start digging marbles. No one's really just going out to a bottle dump and concentrating on digging marbles. That's why I did it. I love them. Didn't know I could really find this many, but every dump, I'm telling you, these dumps are loaded with marbles. Like any place I dig, I've dug there, found marbles, dug up there, 600-700 yards up the hill. It's more newer trash, but there's Vitros and Marble Kings. You've seen me find them everywhere. I can find usually a handful every time I come. So this is what you're looking at. You want town dumps or city dumps, and you want to find this age of trash. Just not a random dump that could be from a house or a series of houses up there. You might find marbles, but you're not going to find them like this. Hope that helps. I'll get back on my first find. Later.